But right now, I want to let Rhonda introduce her state senator, I believe is what it is. And this is Rhonda. She's the founder and president of the Project 912 in Tulsa.
Hey guys, thank you so much for coming out today, and thank you for loving our country. Thank you for voting for a president that's willing to make America first. I do want to say a special thank you, and we all need to say thank you to Shauna Sarton for putting this on, getting the work together. She's never done anything like this, and I'm going to tell you, you did a great job, Shauna. Thank you. Shauna was going to give me a little bit of time to speak, but I want to give my time to someone that I greatly admire. He is the most conservative senator in the Oklahoma State Senate, and he just so happens to be my senator as well, so I'm very lucky. But Nathan Dahm is a strong voice for our Constitution and for our country and for our state. And I want you to welcome my state senator, Nathan Dahm.
Well, good afternoon. It's great to be with you all today. Rhonda, thank you for that great introduction. As Rhonda said, she is my constituent, so I hear from her often, but I heard from her just as often before she moved into my district, so she's been a great voice for conservative principles and putting America first as well. I have a little bit different of a background and reason for why I am so patriotic and in favor of putting America first, because I actually grew up overseas. My parents served as missionaries over in Eastern Europe right after the fall of communism, and so I grew up through a portion of my childhood having seen what happens with communism, seeing the effects of communism, seeing socialism, seeing a country that was getting out of that, going towards capitalism. And that old adage of you value what you don't have was very true for me, because I didn't have America for so many years. I really valued it. I studied our founding documents, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, even the Articles of Confederation. As you know, a 10, 11, 12-year-old kid, I was reading the Articles of Confederation, the Constitution, all these different things, and really studying it and seeing the things that made America great, the things that differentiated us from so many of the other countries in the world. And it is those founding documents, those principles that we have. The Declaration of Independence says it so clearly, that we're endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. Very few other countries acknowledge that. They don't acknowledge the Creator. They don't acknowledge those fundamental rights that we should be protected from, that should be protected by our governments. And they certainly don't understand that that is the proper function and role of government, to secure and protect our rights. We have had from Washington, D.C., not just for the last 8 years, but for decades, we have had people in office that their goal is not to protect our rights, but it seems as if their goal is to infringe upon our rights. And that is not what has made America great. That's what has caused America to go down. And we are still the greatest nation on the planet. We still have the greatest heritage. We still have the greatest Constitution and founding documents. But it's time that we remind people of that. And that's what President Trump has done. He's trying to remind people of what made America great and what can make us great again. Right? And it is those founding documents. It is the Constitution that we have. Those protections that we swear an oath to uphold, but so many in D.C. have taken the opportunity, any chance they get, to infringe upon those rights. And it's absolutely wrong. But thankfully, he's trying to drain the swamp, get rid of those people that have been there forever, and actually make some substantial changes. The things that he's talked about are things that I've said for years and things that I am so thankful for. Talking about repealing 2 regulations for every new regulation that's enacted. I mean, that's great. That's what we need. We didn't become great in America because we had too few regulations. We're not going to become great by having more regulations. We're great in America because we have a spirit of entrepreneurship. Because people can start their own business. But when you have thousands and thousands of federal regulations that are a hindrance for you being able to start your own business, that is not what's going to make America great again. It's going to be able to free the individual entrepreneurship spirit that exists in America like no other country in the world. If you look at the patents, if you look at the designs, if you look at the different things that have happened throughout history that have made a substantial change in the history of the world, America is responsible for the vast majority of them. That's what has made America great again, and the rest of the world has benefited because of it. When America is great, the rest of the world benefits as well. And that's the message that we have to share with other people. That's the message that you all are here to encourage other people to know, that this isn't just about individuals. This isn't just about America. Yes, we are wanting to make America great again, but if America is great again, we will be that shining city on a hill that President Reagan and so many others have talked about. We will lead the way for the rest of the world. We will see a new century of prosperity, not only in America, but for any other country that wants to follow our example. We will absolutely see that, as we have seen throughout America's history. That is our goal. That is our intent. That's why I'm proud to stand and say, yes, America is great. America will be great again. We will continue to rise. We will continue to go forward. Our best days are still ahead. We still adhere to the rule of law in this country, and we finally have a president again who is willing to adhere to the rule of law, to uphold his oath to the Constitution and say, yes, we are going to put America first, we are going to follow the Constitution, and we are going to make sure to secure the rights that belong to the people. That's what I'm going to do. I know that's what you all are here for today. I appreciate you coming out, appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. Thank you, and God bless.